All right, we've got another graph, and we are going to use the asymptotes to do our graphing. So our first step will be to identify the asymptotes. So we just did that in our last video. I'm going to start with our vertical asymptote is when our denominator, x minus 3 equals 0. Solve for x, and we get x equals positive 3. So I'm going to go to the x-axis at positive 3, and I'm going to draw in the vertical asymptote right here. All right, the horizontal asymptote is any constant value at the end of your function. It's going to be y equals, and then we see there's a plus 2, so y equals 2. So I go to the y-axis at 2, and that's where our horizontal line, our horizontal asymptote will be. Okay, now we just need to get that table of values. Let's see, I think we just did 4 values before. So I'll draw our little table. Here's our x and our y. But remember, we have to kind of shift over, and this spot right here is our vertical asymptote, x equals 3. So we are going to pick 2 numbers on the right side of 3 and 2 numbers on the left side of 3. So if I'm looking at the graph, maybe I'll use a positive 5 on the right and a positive 6. And then on the left, maybe a negative 1, or I'm sorry, positive 1 and 0. 0 is always nice to plug in. And then we'll just see how this goes. So y equals 2 over 0 minus 3 and then plus 2. So 0 minus 3 is a negative 3, so negative 2/3 plus 2 is going to be a 1 and 1/3. Okay, plug in a 1. So y equals 2 over 1 minus 3 plus 2. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Oh, that works out nice. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1 plus 2, which is a positive 1. And then do the same thing with 5 and 6. I suppose I should give myself more room. So if we plug in a 5, y equals 2 over 5 minus 3 plus 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we get a 3. And then plug in a 6. Y equals 2 divided by 6 minus 3, and then a plus 2 on the end. 6 minus 3 is 3, and 2/3 plus 2 is a 2 and 2/3. Okay, I feel like I'm just getting messy with this. So now we're going to plot these points. So let me just change colors. I'll use pink. All right, so I'm going to go with this ordered pair first, 0 and 1 and 1/3. So 0 and up 1 and 1/3. I am doing some estimating, but I know it's going to be between the 1 and the 2, about 1/3 of the way up. 1, 1, that was an easy one to plot. So I can see where this curve is going to go. I'll go ahead and draw this curve in like so. And I'm staying on the inside of those asymptotes, just slowly approaching those but never touching. Okay, so now 5, positive 3, that worked out nice. And 6 and 2 and 2/3 will be between 2 and 3, a little closer to 3, or 2/3 of the way to 3. Draw in your curve, and there's our graph of our rational function that we found using our asymptotes.